This is Maria Throw Grenades at the Devil, Christ Hype Magazine. I'm going to read a book I'm co-writing called Plumber Bob and Cool Kid Tommy Against the Slime and the World of Shame. I'm going to read 2 chapters and hopefully you like it. Again, this is just a little freebie for now. So, Chapter 1, How It All Went Down. Plumber Bob, the finest plumber in Oakland, California, responded to a call that an elderly woman's toilet was overflowing. As he entered the old Victorian house, Plumber Bob immediately noticed 2 things. Firstly, he noticed that the house was covered with toilet water and that there were several weird objects floating in the water that looked like poop. Yuck, there's crap all over the place, Plumber Bob said. Gross. Secondly, Plumber Bob quickly observed that the house was completely vacant. Great, looks like I won't be getting any tips today. Good thing my company pays me by the hour, he proclaimed. Oh well, he said to himself as he entered the bathroom. The sooner I'm finished with this job, the sooner I can split and get out of here. He switched on the light switch to get a closer look at the situation. Just as he approached the toilet stool carefully, avoiding some poop that was floating on the floor by him, as he came closer, suddenly the light began to flicker on and off and the room began to shake violently. Plumber Bob initially thought an earthquake was occurring. Geez Louise, there's an earthquake, he screamed to himself. But before he could think of an appropriate response to what he thought was an earthquake, he began to feel a very powerful force tugging at his body, compelling him to move forward in the direction of the toilet bowl. What the heck? What the heck is going on here? Plumber Bob screamed out loud. The tugging force was growing stronger and stronger as his entire body was being swallowed by the giant old Victorian toilet bowl. No! No! This cannot be happening to me. Please, Lord, not me. I have a life, family, and friends who love me. Please don't let me die. Plumber Bob screamed so desperately and so loud as his huge body was being enveloped by the toilet's secret powerful force. Down and down Plumber Bob's helpless body went, deep down the sewage pipes of the old Victorian toilet bowl. Everything was happening so rapidly that the last thing Plumber Bob said to himself was, Dear Lord, please don't let me die tonight. Please have mercy on my soul. He passed out as his body continued to head down the pipes. This is what he got for responding to that elderly woman's phone call. This is what he got for being Plumber Bob, and this is how it all went down. Chapter 1, How It All Went Down. Chapter 2, Slime and the World of Shame. Slime was the master of the world of shame. Some called him Slime, some called him Master, while others referred to him as the Prince of the Air. Nonetheless, Slime was in charge and was the only ruler in the world of shame. No one dared to challenge Slime's authority, no one dared openly disagree with Slime's beliefs, and no one had ever disobeyed a command from Slime. He was loved by no one, respected by no one, but feared by all. 1/3 of all the people, and the creatures in the world of shame served in Slime's military and government cabinet. Everyone obeyed him, and everyone paid their taxes to Slime directly. Slime was the only wealthy being living in the world of shame. Everyone else barely existed. The oppression was obvious, the depression was thick, and everyone silently prayed in their hearts that someone from the world of light would come and rescue them. Everyone silently prayed that one day Slime would be utterly destroyed forever and ever, and that the people and all the creatures in the world of shame would be set free. Crime and evil made you popular in the world of shame, and everyone seemed to be doing both. Everyone except for Cool Kid Tommy and his crew. You see, Cool Kid Tommy was different from everyone else. In shame, he firmly believed in God. He knew that Slime had gotten kicked out of the world of light, and that Jesus Christ had challenged Slime's authority and powers, and Jesus Christ defeated Slime once by raising up from the dead. Cool Kid Tommy was secretly raised as a Christian believer, and although no Bibles was allowed in the world of shame, Cool Kid Tommy owned a Bible, and he would secretly meet with a group of people, and together they would secretly discuss God's Word. Even the creatures loved to hear the good news. But outside of Cool Kid Tommy's secret meetings, not a word of their civil disobedience was mentioned. God, God designed us all to use our minds and to think things through intelligently. Cool Kid Tommy had a dream that God was going to send him someone from the world of light. In the dream, God had instructed Cool Kid Tommy to remain patient until he received help from a man that would come soon. God had also warned Cool Kid Tommy about speaking too soon, saying, "My son, you are not ready yet." Cool Kid Tommy loved the Lord, so he listened to God and only spoke out during the secret meetings and Bible studies that he would host every day of the week, and sometimes 5 times a day. Everyone in the world of shame loved the stories in the Bible. It was very refreshing and fulfilling to hear God's word spoken in shame. It was their moment of freedom from the heavy oppression and darkness that was covering their world. It was as if the Bible was alive, and every time they opened it, they were able to escape from the evilness and fears that governed and ruled in shame. So, yep, Bible studies were the best part of the day for the people and the creatures that attended the secret meetings. It was their only light and the very hope of their lives. Cool Kid Tommy's parents and grandparents had passed away. They went to live. They went to live with God when he was 15 years young, so it was just him and his younger sister Brooklyn. Together they rapped and sang songs about the living conditions in the world of shame and how the people and creatures should stay encouraged until he came. They made money by entertaining people, but most of the money that they made went to slime for taxes. This was no big deal because their parents had left them a huge house and they had very little to want for. And in fact, they had very little to need to shop for groceries since all of the vegetation, dairy, grain, and meat was homegrown. They were even blessed enough to have a miraculous tree that produced chocolate covered almonds and vitamin gumballs that healed every disease or illness. Cool Kid Tommy was even fortunate to. I'm gonna stop there. That is my sample of the book. Stay tuned for the rest of it. I hope you enjoyed my narration. Again, this is Maria Throw Grenades at the Devil, Christ Hype Magazine, and I look forward to reading more. God bless you.